A ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran still in place right now. It was extended hours before the deadline.
But the agreement is showing cracks after multiple ships were attacked by Iran this morning.
Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo joins us live in studio with the overnight developments. Tim.
Rachel, Tony, John, this was a hard deadline with a threat of the U.S. going back to bombing Iran, but instead, President Trump backed off that threat and extended the ceasefire, asking Iran to submit a proposal themselves to end the war. But Iran this morning has remained defiant. Shortly after that ceasefire was extended, they took aim at the Strait of Hormuz, attacking 3 ships attempting to pass through. While all the major attacks remain on hold this morning, the battle over that critical shipping strait has not subsided, with the U.S. continuing its blockade of Iranian ports. Look on the left there. You see all the dots? Those are ships essentially in a holding pattern. Attempting to pass comes with risks. And just today, Iran's Revolutionary Guard attacked 3 container ships, seizing 2 of them, leaving the 3rd stranded on the Iranian coast after those ships attempted to pass through the strait. Today, Vice President J.D. Vance was supposed to be in Pakistan talking about negotiations with Iran, but Vance never left Washington. Iranian officials never left Tehran either. And it is unclear when or if Iran will participate in these so-called peace talks. This stalemate leaving the strait in limbo, that impacts the global economy, of course, but also affects the fate of at least 6 Americans who are being held in Iran, whose future is likely tied to what happens if those negotiations resume.
I think in my perfect world, we would have ended the ceasefire and at least had the threat of military force in an effort to increase leverage, which could be used not only to achieve our political military aims, but also to bring some of the 6 Americans that are held by the Iranians home to the United States.
Everyone focused on that strait. Just yesterday, new images showed U.S. troops boarding an oil tanker there, believed to be part of Iran's dark fleet of illicit shipping vessels. President Trump says the blockade is crippling Iran financially. Iranian leaders call the U.S. blockade an actual breach of the ceasefire. This fragile and now extended ceasefire does come as new analysis shows the Pentagon has used half of its stockpile of Patriot missiles and has significantly depleted the supply of other key missiles in this now 2-month-long war. The president now proposing a $1.5 trillion defense budget for next year, a nearly 50% increase in funding. That would be the largest increase since World War II. No talks happening at this point, clearly no closer to a conclusion of this conflict that began nearly 2 months ago.